Yo. What up, bro? It's Senior. Checking in again. It's our Throwback Thursday. Who, what, when, where, why, how, for Battle of Metropolis, featuring DJ Clark Kent, produced by DJ Clark Kent as well. I'm gonna make this one as short as possible this time. I promise you, it ain't gonna be 16 minutes, but it's definitely a lot of story behind that record as well. Even though it released in 2010, I actually had the record done, or a version recorded, which I'll let y'all hear a little later. Back in 2006, when I was living in Virginia, he actually brought the beat down to VA for a party that he was booked to DJ for my crew, the company I was with while I was living out in Virginia. I recorded the joint, and it was just like a loose idea that I did nothing with. I ain't do nothing with it at the time. Didn't know what to do with it. Patience. I say all that to say patience is a virtue. All the producers out there, all the artists out there, sometimes whenever you don't get the bug, where you immediately find out what to do with a record, just have a seat, man. Just sit down. It'll come. The answers will appear on their own. Because had I put the record out in 2006 in a premature manner, it definitely wouldn't have had an impact like Battle of Metropolis did. Battle of Metropolis helped spark my career. In 2006, definitely wouldn't have did that. Especially not having Clark Kent talking on the record about our history and where we met. I ain't got to give y'all that story, because he told you at the beginning of the record. Yeah, the legendary DJ Clark Kent pulled up in Tilden Projects to record that shit in the hood. Right in the hood, right in Shaw Banger crib, right in the living room. Set the microphone up the same way everybody be sitting down to record now. Knock that shit out. I think he did that shit in one take too. Because it's a real story. It's nothing fabricated. We met in a record store back in like 2001, some shit like that. And he said I wasn't ready then, but I would be ready in a few years. Fast forward, that was like 9 years later. Patience, man. Patience. Patience is a virtue. When it's your time, it's your time. Patience is a virtue. You gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn, man. You can't force it. You gotta wait your turn. I waited mine. I waited for my time, man. My time is now. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I waited. I put in my 10,000 hours plus. Maybe a whole nother 10 on top of that. My time is right now, man. Patience, man. I stress to you patience. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, whatever you are, patience, man. Patience. And just because you have an idea and you try to exercise the shit and it doesn't go the way you expected it to go, that don't mean nothing, man. That's a learning lesson. Who's to say that the same shit won't work with a few minor tweaks? The same exact shit with a few minor tweaks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years later. And when you hit jackpot and you see all sevens across that screen, all of those hardships that you was bitching about and you was crying about, that shit don't mean nothing now. You just got the victory that you always wanted. Took a little while, but a little while in comparison to what? In comparison to what?